You don't need more time, you need clarity. A lot of people feel depressed, anxious, no motivation, and they don't know where they're going. It's because you lack clarity.
Have you ever wondered how to make $1 million with social media? Meet Mike Chabot. He helps people shifting their identities to unlock success and find their purpose.
I specialize in men, so I want to help men be their best version, and I call it identity shifting. So basically, you're here, you want to get here. Who do you need to become and what you need to do in action?
I know him personally, and anything that he touches just goes viral.
So social media, it's pretty easy. I can get you 1 million views within 30 days.
Listen to this episode. It's going to be epic to learn how you can really scale your accounts to the limit.
You want a Lamborghini. You're not going to work 12 hours a day. You're not going to do what needs to be done because at some point the Lamborghini is not what you want. What you want could be status, significance, could be the feeling of love, the feeling of attracting women because you want that Lamborghini. You want power. You want to be acknowledged by your peer as a man. You want to feel valued and loved.
Welcome Mike Chabot to the show. Mike shares the right mindset to millions. He helps people to unlock their success, shift their identities, and find their purpose and boost their profits. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you, my man. Thank you for having me.
Yes, let's do this. So, real quick, what's your mission on the planet and what inflection point made you start your business?
My mission is to help. I specialize in men, so I want to help men be their best version, and I call it identity shifting. So basically, you're here, you want to get here. Who do you need to become and what you need to do in action? What triggered me to do that? I was 19 years old. I saw this big man on stage called Tony Robbins, and I walked on fire. I was like, I had a life coach when I was 20. I was like, that's what I want to do. So I strive my whole life to become that person that can transform people and help them. So invested hundreds of thousands of dollars with mentor, platinum, Tony Robbins, name it, I've done it. I have so many certification and I wanted to be the best version to inspire men to become their best version because I believe we need leader. We need dads that are amazing. We need people to change the world in a positive way. And I want to be able to help those people do that. And I also now help people, those same CEO with social media and personal branding because I've been successful a little bit in that field over the last 12 years.
Got it. Real quick, in your previous life, before all of that epiphany happened, what did you do? So
when I was 21 years old, I started company. I did a lot of different things, legal, non-legal, name it. And then at one point I was like, what can I be one of the top in the world and be known before I get the experience to become a coach? And that was fitness. I had a good physique. This is genetic, you know, my shape, the way I look. So I started competing. Mr. Canada, became a health influencer and fitness influencer, celebrity trainer in Beverly Hills, name it. Health magazine, I've done everything. And when I was ready to do the shift, I shifted for complete mindset, which include health, but I just added that thing to my belt. And yeah, before I was a health specialist, health coach.
Clear. Let's talk about today. What's your offer? Like, what's the core offer that the prospect, the typical customer would buy to get their identity shifted? How does it look?
Amazing. So the offer is basically $4,997. It's identity shifting. Why is that price? And it's super affordable. It's because it's a one-on-one for 12 weeks with me. So you get 12 weeks, you do the course, you do the homework, and every week we meet for a power session of 30 minutes where I analyze what your mind, your subconscious mind put on the paper. And I would say that 100% of my client have result, and 100% of my client, when they start with me, their goals and what they think that they want out of life is changed by the end of the program. And that's why it's so important, because I invested, just to give you an example, I did Tony Robbins Platinum. It's $140,000 for the year. You don't even have one-on-one. You go to thing and nobody help you to assimilate. And it's cool. You're pumped for a few days after an event, but bro, you need help to really figure out what's going on. And right now I'm coaching a guy that was in the program with me. And even if he had all the knowledge, paid $140,000, he did not see the proper change. So now with me, we make sure that we get what you need and you become that version of yourself. And for the social media offer, it's very easy. $497 or $997 for TikTok, Instagram, and monetization. I show you how to do how to be viral and monetize your business, or you as a content creator.
Clear. If I were to interview some of your clients and ask them what specifically in your offering would they rave most about, what would they tell me?
They would say identity shifting. So you don't need more time, you need clarity. A lot of people feel depressed, anxious, no motivation, and they don't know where they're going. It's because you lack clarity. If you don't know what you want or you think you want something, I'll give you a material example. You want a Lamborghini. You're not going to work 12 hours a day. You're not going to do what needs to be done because at some point the Lamborghini is not what you want. What you want could be status, significance, could be the feeling of love, the feeling of attracting women because you want that Lamborghini. You want power. You want to be acknowledged by your peer as a man. You want to feel valued and loved. So the Lamborghini is just what you think is the fastest way to access that with society status, but it's not what you truly want. So when we truly find what you want, need, your belief, your values, then you get clear on where you're going and the whole world shift. And then you can do what they call manifestation, because manifestation, you need feeling, emotion. And if you're not feeling good in the daily, you can't get what you want, my man.
Love it, love it. What tools do you use to deliver that value to your clients? Is it essentially Zoom, or do you do it?
So I have a course, basically. I use school right now. They go on the classroom. They do the homework. They do everything. So I have homework and I ask question. So you come to the call prepared, and then I use Zoom, one-on-one on Zoom, 30-minute power session, because you come with answers. I review the answer. And what I'm really good at is pattern recognition. So I'm going to see if what's on the paper is really what you want by asking you question, and then we're going to switch your answer.
Clear. Real quick on a timeline, when did you launch the business as is today?
This specific business a year and a half ago.
Okay, clear. So that's like December 2022.
Yeah. Yeah, around that. Like in 2022, I don't remember the exact date. I did a pre-launch, then I put it on hold for 6 months. Then I went back because I was dealing with some stuff. And then now I'm doing that full time.
Let's talk. Yeah, perfect. Great. Let's talk about success. Again, a good segue. How many customers do you have today in your one-on-one program in a typical month?
So right now I just opened spot. Like with the baby, I took a 2-3 months off because I want to be 100% dedicated to client when I take clients. So now I just reopened spot. So now actively in the program, I have one client that I'm coaching. Before I had multiple clients, I had a lot of clients. So yeah, the thing is, with a new business, especially in the mindset offer, for me, I had to, it was a little bit different what people get out of mindset. So social media, it's pretty easy. I can get you 1 million views within 30 days. It's very specific. And in that 1 year and a half, I changed a little bit my offer because I was testing, I was helping clients. So now I'm pretty solid on what I offer and what I can do for people. So that's why I took some, like I was opening some spot, closing, opening some spot, closing, because I want to guarantee result to client. And that's why everybody has result.
Okay, clear. But let's just say pre-baby, you had like 10 clients in parallel, something like that?
When I opened, yeah, I had 10 to 15 at a time. Like that's when I was opening. I was opening 10 spot, then coaching those people for 12 week, opening 10 spot.
Okay. So this is like 5K for 12 weeks. That is 1,600 per month. If I break it down on a monthly times 10 is logically 16K.
Yeah, some month I was making more than that. The thing with that was cool, and that's why I launched this offer, is I had a lot of money in my bank account when I started this, and I dropped everything I was doing. I was making close to $800,000-900,000 a year before. And I saved money and then I launched this. So that's why I'm doing it like that. Like I didn't need to get clients. So I wanted to do it the right way. And now I'm opening, like now we have, I have a team and now I open 2 new social media accounts. Now I'm going full on coaching. So the goal is to raise to 100,000 as fast as possible a month.
If you think the creator economy is really interesting, then I got something for you. On milliondollarcreators.club, we actually created a database of all the creators out there, and you see not just their fans, followers, subscribers, but actually how much money are they making. So with that, we bring now transparency into the creator economy, and you really see how are the best of the best get their customers, price their offers, create their offer stack, get customers, which tools are they using, how will they grow and triple their business going forward. So if that's interesting for you, including
list of who makes the most revenue, who has the fastest revenue growth, who has the biggest audience, who has the fastest growing audience, who makes the most revenue per follower, and who has the most exciting offer stack from low end all the way to the high end. Then go to $1 Million Creator Stuff Club and enjoy the data.
Yeah. Just real quick. So you're coming from 700, 800, like 800, 900K. That's like 70 a month. But you then, what was that again, that offer? Like you got rid of this, like did a new reset one-to-one? Like, why did it happen?
So I was doing influencer work. I was an influencer. I was doing coaching. So I coached celebrity. I was a trainer. I did a lot of different things. I had a business, but all of that didn't fulfill me at some point. I didn't want to influence for company. I didn't want to do all that. So I wanted to be a coach, and I'm starting my supplement company for brain hacking and Shilajit for men. So that was my dream. So I just, when I had the money in the back, I just started it. So there's
Yeah.
no
So you're coming
startup.
from 70K a month now, like down to 20-ish, and we'll go up to 100 now with this coaching offer that really fulfills you. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Very, very good. Let's quickly talk about, if I would speak to your accountant, expenditures. What is on your payroll? Is it like a few contractors? You do any ads, or do you have like a team? Like what's going on there?
So right now, no ads. What I would suggest, and that's personal, is before you put ads, you want to verify the offer. So I wanted to make sure that what I have to offer and the way that I'm talking to my ICP, my ideal client profile, is their language. So when I started with purpose, like purpose, and I was attracting like purpose and kind of motivation and stuff, and I was attracting a lot of people that were depressed. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to work with CEO and people that are going for it. So now, a year and a half later, the way that I talk to people transformed. Now I have the right offer, that I'm attracting the right clients. So now I'm going to put ads in the next months on the payroll, except for having like a team helping me with the content. I don't have anybody. Like I have two closer and seller that are waiting for when we push the ads. But other than that, with AI nowadays, I didn't need a team. So before last year, I had a team. They were kind of pricey, like 5 to 7K a month for like automation and doing everything. But
Yeah.
now I don't need anybody, because I brainstorm with ChatGPT. I know the automation. Now I'm familiar with the business. So I fired everybody, and now I'm doing it alone until you reach the point that you really need help. I don't think it's worth to spend money.
Clear. Let's talk about customer acquisition, lead generation. So how do you get eyeballs awareness for your coaching offer?
Awesome. Providing value on social media. So I would say having a community, you can do. I think passion is a community that you can do school, you can do go high level, whatever you want to pick and stick to one. You can do Facebook. You have a free community that people go on. You provide value. You also provide value on social media. You can do live. There's so many things that I teach on the way to get eyeballs, but that's a few one. And I would say having a strategy, like when I tell people, when I coach client on social media, the strategy that you're going to do, I like right now I'm testing 7 different type of content, but I'm testing them for 6 months. So the thing is, it's taking time. I can get millions of views any day. I do it all the time. But the thing, I want to get the right audience, the right way that my customer reacts. So now it's testing your strategy. I think this is the best way organically. Once you know what's working organically and your offer is good, you can do ads. And then you can crank up the ads like as much money as you have. It can go fast. So everybody that I know that makes, I have a friend that made 100 million in coaching. I have friends that made 4, 5, 6 million. Like I'm friend with a lot of big coach. So the thing is, once the offer is verified, then that's when you dial in.
Love it. Love it. And then what's the funnel from awareness to purchase? You already said you have setter getters, setter closers waiting. Like how does it work?
So the strategy that I use right now is I provide value. Then you do a lead magnet. So basically, what your client will want to get for free when the lead magnet, they go in the DM, you send the lead magnet. My lead magnet goes to my community. Then I provide value there. They have the lead magnet. Then the offer is there, and they can ask me question, and that's how I close them. Before, I used to send them to a landing page and all that stuff, but it's not really converting. Like people have seen it too much. You can convert with landing page, don't get me wrong. I just prefer to have a hands-on on client because it's a mindset offer at 6K. if you take the payment plan, 5K if you don't. But the thing is, like, it's a high ticket offer. So the thing is, for social media, you could close $500 like that. Like my girl, she closed 3, 4, 5 a day. She does ecom and FBA, Amazon FBA. And for small ticket offers, she closed every day multiple clients. So the thing is, it depends on what's the price of the offer, and then your funnel can change.
Yeah. Could you like be more specific on this? Like, it's interesting. So instead of a landing page where you say like it's really hard to convert high price points, you now have a community where then they ask questions, and that's on school.com, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, now I use School. Yeah, before I use Mighty Network. They had the best feature on paper, but honestly, I don't like the platform. I don't like the way you log in. I don't like, it's not good. Like for my experience,
Yeah.
I
So how
looked
does
at,
it work? Like, you go to the community, and then what happens? Like why is it better? Why does it convert better than the landing page?
well, so a client, they say before, a client needed to see you 5 times before they purchase. Now it's up to 8 times. And the thing is, there's so many people doing what I do right now, what you do, what people do in terms of coaching. So why would they pick you? They need to see who you are, what you provide in terms of value. They need to feel like the trust before they purchase. That's why community is the best. Like, and before Facebook was the best, but then you don't own the audience. Yeah, it's a known platform. So you got to pick whatever you want. I don't like Facebook, so I'd rather get my people on a community. And then also what's cool about having like Passion or School or whatever you get is that your course, your paid course, and whatever you sell is directly on on a one-click button away from purchase. So whenever they're ready, they can click or they can ask you a question, and then you get them into the purchase.
Yeah. You have an audience of 5 million across channels. What has been your secret to grow and convert this audience?
So for me, I would say it was harder. That's why now I teach social media the proper way. What I was doing before, so I would say, what is the end goal of your monetization? You need to re-engineer everything. So when you do social media, what would be your dream life? What you would want to sell? And like, let's say, take us right now as a coach. So before, I was an influencer entertainer. So I didn't really care about the audience and monetizing, because the company were paying me a lot of money, thousands of dollars for a post, like $6, $7, $8,000 for a post. So I didn't really care about coaching. But now with the new social media that I started, is basically giving value and attracting the right people. So what would your client have in terms of objection, knowledge that they want to know? Like, you have to educate your client and then get them interested into what you're selling. So whatever it is, Amazon, it's could be any business, but they need to know, why is the business good? Why are you the person that they should trust? So for me, let's say social media, I built millions of followers, so I know how to do it. I know how to go viral. I've done it with so many people. I've taught close friend that now have millions of followers and made millions of dollars. So that's my expertise. On business side and mindset, I have over $500,000 invested in mindset coaching, neuroscience, and all that stuff. And I was a self-made millionaire. So that's my expertise. If you want my life, then listen to me. The thing is that I would say, like, provide value based on what you have to sell, and just be consistent. That is the key. Like, it's boring. I know you want to hear that there's a secret. There's no secret. Like, you could post normal content for a long time, 6 months, and get viral.
Before we continue, there's one favor I would like to ask. If you enjoy what we do here and you enjoy the guests that we bring, please join $1 Million Creators by hitting the subscribe button. And if you do, I'll make you a deal. I do everything in my power to make this show bigger and better for you. Do we have a deal? Enjoy the show.
How can you like 70K down to 20K, now 100K back up, right? Like coach, like scaling the coaching business. What is this strategy or tactic that will get you that massive growth in the next 12 months?
Well, the social media strategy and then the ad strategy. So I have a lot of friends that do a lot of money in ads, and my girlfriend too. They have big business in coaching. So I have a good environment, which community provide, but I've built my network through the year that they're going to help me with the ads. And I know how to go viral on social media, no matter the niche. So that will be my strategy. And then I know who I am and what I have to offer to clients that sign up with me. I can get you viral on social media for sure. I can help you monetize. I know all the loop around TikTok, Instagram, and monetization. And for mindset, I'm just really good at what I do. Like, and I've studied it for 15 years. It's a passion. That's why my client have 100% result. That's how I will achieve it. So I would say be good at what you offer and be an expert, and then showcase your talent and who you are, and the monetization strategy will go. And yeah, I didn't mind taking a step back in what I was doing
This
because
is clear. This makes sense. It's good, actually strong to be able to do that. What's the biggest thing that's holding you back personally from unlocking this massive scale?
biggest thing. Uh Well, right now it was being a dad. Like, so I moved and then I got my daughter. So the move delayed me because I was 2 weeks without like really like working, being involved. And it was Christmas time, and then I got my daughter. So now that was like the slow back. But now she's 2 months, so we find a routine and a way that I can work. I would say the first 2 months was the lack of sleep and stuff. So it might be an excuse, but I wanted to take some time with my daughter, and I had the luxury of money and time freedom to do so. Uh, Again, after making a lot of money in my life, I know what I prioritize, and I know I can make millions of dollars anytime. So for this specific period, I wanted to be involved with my daughter. So I would say could be an excuse, could be a step back, but I took some time off. Now I'm fully dedicated.
I'll be first, man. I agree. So next section called Favorite Five. It's a fast-paced section. You can answer with one word. Let's go. What's your favorite business book?
Favorite business book. Business book, damn. Let's say Atomic Habit.
What's your favorite way to get inspiration or to learn and grow?
YouTube.
What's your favorite person that you are studying, your role model?
I don't only have one, so I study different people for different purpose. I like Tony Robbins for his mindset and his ability to coach. I like Joe Dispenza for the way that he handle events and business. I like Miguel Ruiz for philosophy on life. I like Ober Marcus for spirituality. So yeah, I have different people that I go to. Alex Ramosi has some good tip on business. The rest of his life doesn't appeal me, but some cool stuff for business. Yeah.
What's your favorite tool for building your company?
Favorite tool? AI.
Biggest thing on your mind right now?
My supplement company.
Mm-hmm. Personal section. How many hours do you work per week? Let's say pre-baby.
Not so much, man. Let's say 2-3 hours a day.
3 times 5 is 15 a week?
Maybe 4 times. Yeah, like 20-25 hour a week.
Okay. What's the situation? Married, single, any kids? So you're married with 1 kid, is that correct?
Yeah.
And what's your age right now?
32.
Nice. Final question. We also want to give some advice to the audience. If you could go back in time and have a conversation with your 20-year-old self, what's the best piece of advice that you would give to your younger self?
I always say the same thing, but it would be to take your time and stay in your lane. So what I mean by that is when we're young, we want the money, we want the girl, we want everything so fast. And then we create fear of missing out. And fear of missing out, then we get in the loop of every time someone is doing something good and have success in an opportunity and we hear about it, we are tempted to give up what we're doing to go do what they're doing. But then there's something that is called like the line of, I don't remember the exact name. I have it in the image in my course and I explain it. But basically at the beginning, you don't know what is the business. You're just uninformed optimism, and you're going to need to go through the curve. And then at some point you learn that the business is not all roses and rainbows. So I know a lot of coaches that make million every year, but the coaching industry is really fucking hard at the beginning. Let's be honest, man. You need to figure out, you need landing page, you need so many different software, you need like to figure your offer. So once you hear that they're making millions of dollars, it seems cool, but you don't know everything that's behind. And I would say pick something, try a bunch of stuff, and then stick to one thing, because everybody that I know that's successful, it didn't happen overnight. If they want to make you believe that on social media nowadays, yes, they want to. It's not the case. I know all the stories behind, bro. I know people are a bunch of liars online, and they want to seem cool that they did 0 to 2 million, and they don't show you that they've been in the coaching industry for 5 years failing before, and now they have an offer that working, and they're like, oh, I did 1 million in 1 year. Yeah, bro, after 4 years of failing in that specific industry. So don't be fooled by the smoke and mirrors, and stick to your lane, find something you like and just do it. And for me, man, that's what I went bankrupt at 25, and it was because of that. Left, right, left, right, left, right. So I would say, bro, stop that and focus.
That makes sense. This is Mike Chabot. Mike Chabot shares the right mindset to millions. He helps men to be the best version with an identity shift. The identity shift is a 12-week program. He has 100% client success. You work one-on-one with him for $4,997. He has a really good funnel. You'll be excited by it. So go out and check it out. He just started it 1.5 years ago. It's now at a good 5-figure mark monthly. He will now get it up to the 6 figures next. He has before be viral on social, 5 million followers, knows exactly how the social game works, how to get audiences, how to convert them. He's on top of the personal development, the coaching scene. He has invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in his personal development, was platinum partner with Tony Robbins. And he knows his shit. So, but now he took a step back with the family before he now like cracks it up again, takes it to the whole next level. Thank you so much, Mike, for sharing your passion.
Thank you for having me, man. I wish you a beautiful day, and thank you for everybody that listened to the podcast. I hope that you find some value, and I'll see you around.
That was Mike Chabot. You learned about the power of building social media following and turning this into a successful business. So how can you unlock the next level in your business?